What's up? Happy Pajama Day! Whoop whoop! Got my bunny jammies on. It's got ears. Yes. And today we are doing Star Spangled Banner. I'm doing it on this little rollout keyboard that I just got. It's pretty cool. It says Sunny Fun. Sunny and Fun. And I can put the link on there. I've been doing some research on some cheap, inexpensive keyboards maybe some of you guys could get. And so I got this roll-up one, and it's pretty cool because most of the inexpensive keyboards, like $40 and stuff, are like toys, and this is kind of like a toy, definitely. But it's cool because it comes with a little carrying case. You can just take it with you. I'm sure I'm going to be using it a lot. And yes, Vito with the squishy face. That's my doggy. So I will put the link on there. Maybe you can ask your parents for your birthday, or maybe I could buy some personally for some of y'all if you reached out to me, if you really need a keyboard at home to practice. All right, so here's Star Spangled Banner. And this is in the key of G. I attached a document that shows you the different chords. It also has pictures of the uke chords on the ukulele for some of those of you who have uke at home. And because this song is not on Little Kids Rock, but I'm going to be playing it on keyboard today. So here we go. I'm going to break it down first, slowly, chord by chord, and then do it quick with the click track, and you can practice along at home. So this song is in the key of G. Yes, the key of G has one sharp, F sharp, right? So all other white notes, so G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, right? So it's fairly close to C. It only has one sharp. You're going to be good. All right, so we're starting on the chord G. Remember, you can play a chord in the right hand and just the root in the left hand. You can do some comping like MLT, Miss Lyza technique, or any of those things. And I will show you that later. But here we go. So you start on G. Oh, say can. And then it says you go to D major. So remember, D major is D, in between the two black notes, D, F sharp, A, because remember D, F, A is D minor. There's D major. So on this it tells you to go to D as a passing chord. When I do it, I do an inversion. That means you flip the chord. So instead of putting the root on the bottom and going all the way to D down here, here I am on G, B, D for my G major chord. I'm just going to drop to this F sharp and go F sharp, A, and put that root D on the top, right, instead of on the bottom. So it's just a passing chord if you can't get it, but that would be O, G, can. Here's the D over F sharp, meaning the F sharp is in the root. U, and then you go to E minor, C. Then you're going to do another passing chord, and this one is a B chord. Remember, B diminished is B, D, F. Remember that? Then you raise the fifth for the minor. And then when you raise the third as well, so now you have B, D sharp, F sharp. There's B major, okay? So we did G, D over F sharp. Here's E minor. Instead of playing the regular B, I'm just going to do a B over D sharp. So I'm going to put the B on the top, keep that B up here, and then just play these two black notes with it. So you just drop down for that passing chord. There's the B, back to E minor, then down to A major. So remember, A minor is A, C, E. Raise the third, A, C sharp, E is your A chord. A major, and end on D major, right, with F sharp in the middle. All right, so that part goes, oh, say can. That was the G chord. Here's the D over F sharp. U, E minor, C. The B over D sharp. By the dawn's now down to A major. Lee. And then back to D major. Light. Okay? And next part. Go back to G. What so proudly we. Back to the D major. Hailed. Sometimes I add a seventh on there. Remember, how do you build a chord? Root, third, fifth. Root, third, fifth. And sometimes you add that seventh up there to make it sound kind of jazzy. So on this D, it would be D, F sharp, A, And then what would that 7th be? You got it, C. Boom. So remember, that's the note that's right before the octave, one whole step below that D. So instead of going all the way up to the octave, you just go root, 3rd, 5th, 7th. Kind of sounds kind of jazzy, right? So what so proudly we hailed at the, back to G, twilights. Here's that D on the way. So on here, it tells you to just stay on G. I usually go G, then D on my way down, and then down to the octave G, one octave below. So I usually go twilight's last gleaming. Okay? All right, and then you can start over, back to the same octave, but you can stay down there. So you do that whole first part again. So whose broad, here's the G chord, stripes and bright, over, there's the D over F sharp, to E minor, stars, B over D sharp, through the, back to E minor, carob, down to A major, lust, to D, fight, or the, back to G, ramparts we, D, 7th if you want, watch, we're so gallantly streaming, right? Here's the B section. Okay, now this has G for a long time and then D major for, wait. Yeah, you stay on that G. So I usually like roll it up like root, 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th, root. Then to the D, which is D, F sharp, A, root, 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th, root. Because you hold it for a long time. So like, and the rockets ramblers. See how I roll that G chord all the way up? Now D, the bombs bursting in air. You could also hit a chord on that top. And then you go back to G. Gave proof through the, back to D, night that I, now to G, flag was. Now to A major. Remember there's a C sharp in the middle. Still, then go to D with the F sharp in the middle. There. If you want to do that 7th, you can. Okay, now the next part, usually I do this just step up part. I usually go G, A, B, C, C, B, A. So stepping up from G to C, double to C, step back to A, and then do this stepping up by half steps. Whoops. The first one's a whole step apparently. A, B, C, C sharp, D, and then I roll that D chord to the 7th. Right? So that's like, but here, so that goes, oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? On here it does the chords that go with it, so I'll show you those. So starting on D, O to G, say does that, and to C, star-spangled, A minor, so no C sharp in the middle, just A, C, E, banner yet. And then it goes to, can't hardly read it, D sus to D. Remember that sus, so 1, 4, 5 on D, wave. And those chords go with that stepping up part, so you could even do both of them, like, oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave, right? Or the land of the free, G, or the land, that's another thing where I drop down to the D, of the free. Now this one, I usually go down to G, but this one says E minor 7 on free. Land of the free, which is cool too. Or you could do the G because they both sound cool together, right? When you put a major chord in a relative minor, that means they match. It's just a skip down, so you've got those two together. Sounds kind of cool. G major and E minor. And the, back to G. Home of D major. It does tell you to do a 7th. And then this is a really cool ending that I don't usually do, but I really love it. E flat 6. So when it tells you like a 6, if there's a number just like the 7, you're going to add the 6th of that chord. So E flat major would be E flat, G, B flat, plus the 6th. So then you just be adding that C, and then C minor, and then G. I love that ending because it's like, and the G home of D, 7, the E flat 6, brave to C minor, A, and G. Now remember, you can do your own patterns. What notes you're actually hitting is up to you. You can do some Miss Lyza technique. Remember, this is in 3/4. That's how we're doing it, in 3/4, right? So even before you practice it, you might want to be feeling 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, counting those measures like 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. So you got to get in that groove, right? So whatever comping pattern you're using, whether it's strumming, it'd be like 1, 2, a 3, 1, 2, a 3, 1, 2, a 3. If you're playing keyboard, you can do MLT, Miss Lyza technique. Remember, that's rop, thumb, thumb. So rop means the 3rd and the 5th, the top part of the chord with the root down here. So from the beginning, that'd be rop, thumb, thumb, rop, thumb, thumb, rop, thumb, thumb, rop, thumb, thumb, rop, thumb, thumb. You can do that. It feels a little different in this 3/4 time, or whatever comping pattern you want. Just like, just whatever you're feeling, okay? And keep in mind, if you're not hitting all these chords, that's okay. Some of them are passing chords. I mentioned that in the assignment instructions. Like from the beginning, when you're going G major and you go to that D major on your way to E minor, you can just go right to the E minor if you want. You can just go, oh, say, can you see? Instead of going, oh, say, can you see? Right? The next one is a passing chord to that B major. By the dawn's early, so that you don't even have to hit that. Just stay on the E minor. You can skip that A major, and then just end on D. So whatever chords you can get to, it's all good. All right, let's play it with the track. Here we go. Oh yeah. 3/4 groove, 80 BPMs, beats per minute. Cannot see these chords at all, so here we go. G major. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad lights and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rained where the bombs were seen in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? We're going to hold that with a fermata bird's eye until we come in. O'er the land of the free and the... That's another bird's eye. Free and the home. Stop, click track, because this one you're just going to have to follow the the director of the brave. Here's that E flat to the C minor, A, and then G. Got it? All right. Just to help you out a little bit, but like I said, you do it in your own way. See what you can do, and maybe some of you guys might learn it well enough to want to play it at 8th grade continuation this year. That'd be really cool. So practice along and see what you can do. Boom.